The vast majority of American families buy their turkey less than a week before Thanksgiving. With 45 million Thanksgiving turkeys consumed every year, that means there is an average of more than 6 million turkeys sold every day leading up to Thanksgiving. Because of this massive demand, stores have to start stocking up on their turkeys way out in advance. The exact time they start stocking turkeys is slightly complicated. The simple, yet not entirely accurate answer to the question, when do stores start stocking up on Thanksgiving turkey, is December. Literally as soon as the Thanksgiving celebrations end, businesses are already preparing their turkey for the next year's Thanksgiving. But the more accurate answer to the question is, it depends on who you're referring to. The proper answer to the question is threefold. It's September, but it's also October, and at the same time, it's December as well. Sounds confusing? Then allow me to break it down over 3 business models: large grocery chains, small grocery stores, and business-to-business models, also known as B2B. Larger grocery stores generally start buying their turkey in September. They do this because that's when the intersection between the low cost of turkey per pound and the opportunity cost of storing a frozen turkey until Thanksgiving crosses at its most optimal point. The phrase opportunity cost refers to what is lost in choosing one decision over another. So for this example, a grocery store deciding to buy and hold a turkey for 2.5 months in September means they're giving up the opportunity to store and sell a different item for that period. These businesses have the massive distribution centers to effectively move the frozen turkeys from the warehouses to the retail store when the Thanksgiving demand hits to avoid a stockout. Smaller groceries, without the luxury of the expensive long-term storage, can't buy their turkeys so far out in advance. After all, every square unit of space holding a frozen turkey to sell 3 months later is a square unit of space not holding an item that can be sold quicker. So, they have to wait until it's much closer to the actual Thanksgiving date to buy their turkeys from their suppliers. Smaller grocery stores often don't have the luxury of a complex distribution management system. Because of this, wherever the small store decides to store the frozen turkey, it has to be close enough to restock the inventory in the event of a turkey stockout. And again, I'd like to repeat that the more turkeys that this store holds, the less of other items they can sell. Their forecasted turkey demands have to be absolutely precise. Which brings us to B2B models. These are the businesses that do business with other businesses, hence the name business to business. 45 million turkeys a year is an obscenely large number, and corporate farms have to constantly be pumping out turkeys to have even the smallest chance of fulfilling the turkey Thanksgiving demand. Likewise, we wouldn't be able to get 45 million turkeys every year without the slaughterhouses working 365 days a year. So let's pretend for a second that you're watching this video in early December. Thanksgiving has just ended, as has a massive turkey demand. The farms are still churning out turkey, and the butchers are still chopping them up. So, where do these dead birds go? Consumers don't want to buy them for another year, which means the grocery stores certainly won't be buying them anytime soon. This is where wholesalers come in. The term wholesale has been given a double meaning since the rise of household wholesale stores like Costco and AliExpress. But the strictest definition of a wholesaler is that they're a business which sells items in bulk to keep the sale prices low. Until the rise of commercial wholesalers like Costco, these are strictly items sold in bulk to retailers. Wholesalers buy a turkey from their vendors year-round. They have to because, again, 45 million turkeys get consumed every Thanksgiving. The alternative for a wholesaler not buying the turkey year-round is for commercial farms and butchers to raise and kill those 45 million turkeys in a few short weeks leading up to Thanksgiving. Our farms clearly don't have the capacity to do this, so they sell to wholesalers throughout the year to minimize the strain. Wholesalers will start stocking up their own freezers in December to prepare for the following year's Thanksgiving. We know this because the United States Department of Agriculture keeps track of the wholesalers' inventory levels throughout the year. And as you can see in this chart I made from the data in Excel, the wholesalers will start stocking up on turkey in December, which we can see by the sharp incline in the x-axis in that month, until it peaks in September, which is when they'll start selling their inventory to larger grocery chains. This is when the points on the x-axis start dropping sharply. And then they'll sell to smaller grocery stores in October, which you can see by a slight increase in the chart steepness in those months. And then we're in December, where the chart is at its lowest point before it starts to rise again to continue the cycle for the following year. At this point, you might be thinking to yourself, but people eat turkey every day of the year, and Christmas is also a holiday where a lot of families eat turkey. To which I'll refer to this chart again. People are eating turkey throughout the year, yes. But the wholesalers' inventory growing from December until October means that the businesses are buying more turkey than they are selling. It's clear that this stockpiling is in anticipation for Thanksgiving because the retail stores start buying the entire inventory levels right before Thanksgiving hits. There's no other reason for stores to be buying that much turkey at that time if it weren't for Thanksgiving. And it's also true that Christmas sees a lot of turkey consumption. However, those turkeys are the remnants of the turkeys that weren't sold at Thanksgiving. The retail stores that bought too much turkey for Thanksgiving just hold them in their freezers for an extra month, and then discount them when Christmas rolls around to incentivize families to buy the turkeys yet again. So, when do businesses start preparing for Thanksgiving? Well, it depends on who you're talking about. American turkey is both a seasonal and a year-round business. Thanks for watching this video. This topic is something I've wanted to teach since before I even had the idea of starting a YouTube channel. I have degrees in both supply chain management and economics from Michigan State U, so topics like this are a bit of a meld between those two fields. I hope all my American viewers out there have a fantastic dinner tonight filled with turkey, gravy, and loved ones. You might even be able to impress your extended family with what you learned from this video.